let's talk a little bit about, from your perspective, what you see as the primary pitfalls in working with kids in psychotherapy.
Well, I think one of them is that we tend to complicate things a little bit. I think our field likes to come up with diagnoses codes and all that kind of stuff, and they're certainly helpful. I tell parents a lot that when you're diagnosing a child, it's sort of like shorthand. So if somebody says to me, well, this kid has social anxiety, that's like me saying to you, I had a BLT for lunch. So I don't have to explain to you that I took some bacon out and then I took some tomatoes and I got some mayonnaise. It's just shorthand between the two of us. But it's not really particularly helpful, I find, with kids and families to get too caught up in those diagnostic categories. And I think sometimes it's intimidating for families when they come to see me. I'm much more focused on the process of what's going on with the child and what's going on in the family, rather than complicating things. I remember, I'll tell you, I had this little girl that came in and she sat down. I think she was 7 or so, first or second grade, cute little muffin. And she sits down and I say, hey, yeah, so hi, what's going on with you? And she goes, oh, well, I have 4 psychiatric diagnoses. And I thought, oh my gosh, you're 7, So she had heard this from sitting in other meetings and that kind of stuff. And it's just not the framework that I like to have in my office and when I'm with kids.
Okay.
The other,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then the other issue, I think, is sort of getting caught up in the content of what kids are dealing with. Certainly it comes up, but especially in the anxiety world and working with OCD, the specific content doesn't really matter as much as I think a lot of therapists and teachers and certainly parents make it. We really want to look more the umbrella process of teaching kids skills that certainly might help them deal with their first time away at summer camp, but developing some skills that are going to be universal, so it's also going to help them deal with their first date or when they go away to college or when they have to handle exams.